Hi guys, welcome to the caravan again. I've got a little collection of things to show you. Most of them are crystals, surprise surprise. They are all new to me, and I'm not going to go through the cat tarot with you this time because already being in this caravan in July, I am literally sweating completely. So I'm just going to show you my new crystals, explain a little bit about them. I just have a little rabbit in his little glass. I think it's called a cloche or cloche, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And I have my little sand timer hourglass. You can't see the whole thing, it's in like a 3-part with purple at the top, and it's actually filling up with sand right now. I have some shells in here, but depending on how hot it gets in here, I'll just show you what I can, essentially. So, the first thing I have to show you is some amethyst. I collected 4 pieces of amethyst recently, and the first piece is this. So, they were all together in a little tray. I think they were about 5 or 6 pounds, and they were all roughly about this size. And this piece had not been sold, and I could not work out why, because although the actual amethyst part is pretty small compared to the rest of the rock, and it's like almost like a black amethyst rather than the deep kind of purple, I just thought this was so amazing. You've got agate, I believe it is, all around here, such a huge chunk. You have the rough rock that it came in, again the back, like some blue here. It's just amazing, and I thought that I would be crazy if I didn't buy it because it just looked so different to the other kinds of amethyst in there. So that was my first purchase. I was out in London for my birthday. My friends had brought me to a cat cafe, and on the way back to the train we found this little pop-up kind of crystal shop, and I bought a few things there. So the second thing is some more amethyst. This was from the same tray, and again so completely different to the last piece. So it's got again the rock at the bottom, a layer of what I believe is agate, and then the top, which is a very light amethyst. You almost can't even see the purple in this caravan, but it is purple. Just so many different colours going on, so many layers. I love when you can see all the layers of things. Super sparkly. And it sits pretty nicely on my shelf. I can't get it to sit properly down here, but on my shelf it looks really good. And I couldn't decide between the two of them because they were both so beautiful, so I got them both. Now, on to another piece of amethyst, which is actually my favourite of the 3 that I picked up, and it has actually become, I believe, my favourite crystal that I own. And I don't know if you can see why, but I have never seen an amethyst like this before. So you have the rock at the bottom. It's not really showing, it's not the right light to kind of show this bit. And then again it has the agate layer, some amethyst chunks, but the real show-stopping part of this is this druzy, sorry it's not focusing, is it? Let me try and, is that gonna focus? Let me hold it for a second. There we go. So this has a little opening here where you can see some white sparkles, but really it's this kind of white piece with black inside it, all the little black dots. And I just thought that was absolutely incredible. You can really see it there. I'm trying to look, but my camera stand is obscuring my view, but I think you can really see it. And this originally had a lot of green dust on it from the bottom of the other rocks. So I held it under running water with a very, very small brush, and I cleaned it up. And now it just looks I've seen these little parts before in druzy, like where you see in the middle of a stone, but I've never before seen a piece of amethyst like this, and I was just immediately smitten with it. It's actually a lot brighter than it seems on the camera, but that's okay. So that's that. Wow, I'm so hot in here. Right, the next thing I picked up in this crystal shop was a slice of, I believe, Amazonite. I think I'm correct. I always forget to take a photo of what they are, but I know a lot of crystals now, so I believe this is Amazonite. It has like flashes of shine to it. It's very, very green. Don't know if it's going to pick it up very well in here, but it is super, super green. You have some white on the sides, white underneath. It sits pretty flat, but I think the colours aren't really doing as much justice in here as they show in real life, but I was really drawn to that one. And then we have this. Now, I do not remember what this is called, but I have a weird feeling that it was called fusite. Fusite? It's like a very glittery looking green, almost looks like pyrite, like fool's gold, but very, very green. Even more so on the back. But it's got a real shine to it. Just looks amazing. I wish I could show you the colours a little bit better, but so that's that one. And I believe that was all that I bought from the crystal shop. I was just so excited to find it because we just happened to come across it after we had been to this cat cafe, and the fact that I found 3 such unique pieces of amethyst I was so excited about. I really just love this one so much. I'm not sure even what that mineral is. I guess it looks just like clear quartz but with inclusions of some sort. I'm not entirely sure. Now I have 2 more crystals to show you. One was a birthday present and one was a present that was brought back from a trip, and that's this one. So this came from a very large piece of amethyst, like a cathedral or whatever they're called, a really, really big piece, and the lady in the shop had just dropped it. She had smashed the whole thing to pieces completely. So what she was doing was selling the individual pieces for £6 each, and apparently this was the most pretty, well constructed kind of piece, and it was brought back for me as a present, and I absolutely love it. It sits really nicely. I kind of prop it up like that, but you can sit it like a little boat shape, and I think it just looks amazing for £6. I think, considering that's what I paid for my little pieces, I think that was a really good bargain for amethyst. I know amethyst is easy to come by, but a piece like that is very pretty. And last but by no means least is this fluorite sphere, and it is a watermelon fluorite, so it is green and purple. Again, you can't see the absolute vividness of the colour in this caravan, but it is super, super. Well, the purple is pretty light, it's not very deep, but the green is really, really vivid. And it's so heavy. I did not realise how heavy it would be. I chose this as a birthday present, and it was just really excelled my expectations. Look at that. I love that it's literally just proper half and half. I need to get a sphere stand to display it properly though, because it's very, very heavy and it tends to kind of roll around wherever I place it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my crystals. I was going to show you some shells, but I am literally melting in this heat, so I might come back and show you the shells a little bit later. And I'm also going to go through my cat tarot cards with you, just to show you the designs on them, rather than doing like a tarot reading. So I will see you soon. I'm off to cool down.